Hey guys, Tony here. So let's talk about price objections because that's going to come up. If you're selling cash-based services or anything that's a non-covered service, even if you're participating with an insurance provider and the patient has a $50, $60, $70 copay or a high deductible plan, there's always going to be price objections to deal with. And it's your responsibility as the business owner, the private practice owner, as a mobile therapist or brick and mortar provider, you need to come up with your own personal way to address this issue. Because for me, I despise selling so much. I have no problem the minute I feel a little bit of resistance from the client to say, "Dear Mrs. Client, I totally understand. This service isn't for everyone. There is a hospital-based clinic or another private practice right down the road. I will connect you with a therapist that I know there. Go ask for John or Jerry or Mary or Margaret, and they will take amazing care of you. They will do the best that they can within what your insurance policy will cover." Because I never, ever, ever want to feel like I'm putting the pressure on somebody to make a buying decision, to put cash on the table that they don't feel comfortable with. And this goes back to the pre-framing. This goes back to if somebody says it's too expensive, it's really because I didn't do a good enough job as the provider with my marketing message. Nobody should ever come to me with a surprise on their face when I tell them how much something is going to cost. Because, like I said, that means that I dropped the ball. I didn't do a good job marketing. I didn't explain the value proposition before the patient arrived. This takes us back to Seth Godin, one of my marketing heroes. And he talks about the difference between push versus pull marketing. I want people that are seeking me out, that are so convinced that I have the solution that they're looking for, that they are willing and glad to pay any price that I have listed out there or put on the table. I also want to be able to sell something at a price that's worth 10 times what I'm asking. So if I'm asking $500 for something, I want it to be so clear and apparent that that thing is worth $5,000. And if it's not, then I'm not going to sell it because I don't want the pressure of having to deliver something that isn't worth the price that I'm asking, isn't worth 10 times the price that I'm asking. So I know there's a lot of therapists out there just like me. I know that we hate discussing money. We hate discussing value and price, and we want everything to be available to everybody because we're so passionate about what it is that we're delivering. But the reality is the way to do that is either to build a separate business that pays us to do what we want to do. So we could treat patients virtually for free and it makes no difference because we're making our money on something else. Or to clearly explain, to kind of tweak and refine our marketing message so well that by the time the patient arrives in my ecosystem, whether it be they call me, they reach out to me, they walk in my clinic, whatever, they already know I'm going to charge $500 for this, but it's got a $5,000 value. Or they already know I am the person that they've been searching for desperately, and they are more than happy to pay whatever price that I'm going to ask because they know that it is the solution that they've been looking for. So I just think that, like I said, if a person gives you that resistance to the price that you're asking, it's because you didn't do a good job pre-framing and explaining and communicating what to expect, what it is that you do, the value of what you're delivering, and the relative price compared to that value that you're asking. So guys, I hope that was helpful. If you want more specifics, let me know. I share kind of my conversations all the time. I'm happy to do a role play and talk about how I deliver, the pricing information and whatnot. But I think you get the idea. It's just we're not doing a good job communicating what it is that we're planning to deliver. I'll catch you guys next time.